Happy Sunday, Stampers and Paper Crafters. This is Facebook Live number 357. My name is Joy Borwedge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I have been a demonstrator since August of 1999. So I just celebrated my 25th anniversary with Stampin' Up! So I have a really adorable card for you tonight, and somebody's going to get a chance to win it. So I'm going to put you down at the table in just a second. If you get motion sickness or anything like that, just look away, and I will let you know when I am done messing around with the camera. All right, so hold on. So hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Mike had, we're celebrating our 32nd anniversary. Ooh, it's got stuck. There we go. On Thursday. And so Mike had purchased a boating tour to look at the leaves on the St. Croix. And it was very chilly and very windy. But it was a nice time. And I would have to say that there were more colors on the way, driving on the way there, than there were along the Hudson or the St. Croix. So, okay, it looks good. I'm going to put a little light on the subject. Okay, so again, my name is Joy Borwedge. I have an Instagram page at Stampin' for Joy. My online store is stampinforjoy.stampinup.net. My email is penguinsz33@outlook.com, and my host code is RAUJD4EY. So you can use that host code when you have an order that is under $150. When your order is over $150, do not use that host code, because I want you to be able to get those free rewards that you get a chance to pick out. Okay, so that email address is, if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can email me to get a catalog. And this is the annual catalog, and this is the holiday mini catalog. Now, we also have other places in the online store for product as well. But again, it's in the online store. But if you do not have either of these catalogs, you can email me at penguinz33@outlook.com and request me to send those to you. Now, I just mentioned the online store, and there, it's a way for Stampin' Up! To introduce new product at several different times of the year. And that way they don't have to have a publication. They don't have to go to print. They don't have to, do all the things that put a catalog together. So this is the online exclusives, and there are going to be new product being released to the customers November 5th. Now, if you are a demonstrator, you can pre-order the new online exclusives that are about to be released to the public. Now, Stampin' Up! Has a sale going on right now for the kit. We'll talk about that in just a moment. So, if you have seen any of these new products, you cannot purchase them yet until November 4th. But again, they are online exclusives. And what that means is that if there is something that you see that says not available, that means that product is going to come back. If there is something that you saw today and it's gone tomorrow and it doesn't say anything about being available, that means it's disappeared. It's not coming back. So products online are while supplies last. And the other publication is online. It's the scrapbooking brochure. Now, Close to My Heart went out of business, and Stampin' Up! Brought in the makers, so those now are demonstrators, to the fold, and also some of the product. Now, there is there was no time for Stampin' Up! To put together a scrapbooking brochure and again put it in a catalog. So it is virtual. And so there are new products that Stampin' Up! Is releasing. And I do have in my Facebook Live number 356, I kind of went through one of the workshop kits and showed you what Willow looks like compared to the basic white that we already have on hand. So again, the scrapbooking brochure is online, but these workshop kits are not necessarily just for scrapbooking. So you can purchase this workshop kit and you will be able to go and make 3 2-page spreads. You can also take these products and use them for cards. You can also do home decor with them. So cute gifts. Now there are stamp sets that are involved. This is the actual Snow Day scrapbooking workshop kit that I actually purchased. And on 356, I did kind of pull it out and showed you what came in it. And so I want to know why, the berries in my workshop kit are not red, they are green. So I'm wondering if that was a typo. I guess I could call them. All right, so then there's the Halloween and more. So this is the place where if you wish to have Stampin' Up! Halloween paper, this is the spot to go, which is in the Halloween Memories scrapbooking workshop kit. Now you can purchase the kit and make scrapbook kits and also cards with them too. So here's a little bit closer. You can purchase the Designer Series paper by itself. You can have a really cute stamp set that goes with it. And also the introduced two-tone cardstock that is in the Halloween and more. Now Stampin' Up! Will eventually have all core colors in the two-tone cardstock. Okay, and then also the Autumn to Remember. Now this is not anything that you'll see in the holiday publication, but this is a super cute. Again, all of these kits make 3 2-page spreads. So that is the online store scrapbook brochure. So there's basically 4 different places that you could certainly look for product. Now, my friends and I are putting on an event at the end of the month, Saturday, October 26th. And this is all you have to do is come. Hi, Sherry. I see you. So all you have to do is come and put together cards. Now, one of the cards that you'll be making at this event, this is one of my cards, and it is a fun fold, but I'm not going to show you the whole thing. So this is a cute card that you will get a baggie for, go to table number whatever, and I can't remember what number this is, but you'll go to that table, pull out your baggie, and then proceed to put the card together. And we'll have everything cut up, ready to go, and you go away with 16 different cards. And it's a lot of fun. And we've been putting this on for several years, quite a few years. So please register early so that we can get a good head count and start chopping up our paper and getting the card kits ready. All right, I think that is everything I need to talk about except for the starter kit special. I was talking to you about the online exclusives, and now the Otterly Adorable is what we're going to be using tonight. We're going to be playing around with this suite. Now this suite is so cute and so fun to play with. However, demonstrators are only able to purchase this right now. So this is a pre-order. Now, if you find out that your wish list is, say, over $100, you could certainly put the suite into your kit and pay only 99 bucks for it. Now, it would be more. I mean, you're picking out $155 worth of product wherever it might be. It might be in the online exclusives. It could be in the holiday mini. It could be in the annual catalog. And you only pay 99 bucks for it. So it's a great deal. You also get 20% off as a demonstrator while you're still making your quotas. A couple other things that are being, so this is new. And like I said, we're going to be playing with that today. And another one that is new is, this one is called the Marbled Elegance Suite Collection. You'll be able to purchase this beginning November 5th, so check that out. Also, the Happy Hibiscus Bundle. It comes with a stamp set, dies, and a hybrid embossing folder. So that is the bundle. So when you buy a bundle, it's generally a stamp set and dies or a punch, and you save 10%. The Potions and Spells is available in the online exclusives. The Changing Leaves bundle and the hybrid embossing folder is back. Then the kits, they are 30% off while supplies lasts through the end of October. So check out those online exclusives. You can get holiday product ranging from Halloween all the way through Christmas. Okay, so that's enough. Let me show you what we're going to be playing with tonight. Now, I just opened this on Thursday, and so I kind of showed everything in the suite. So we have the Otterly Amazing Bundle, and that is a stamp set and a dies that come together, and you save 10%. We're going to be playing with that tonight. Then we're also going to be playing with the Deckled Rectangles. This is an online exclusive. And we're going to be playing with Wonderful Thoughts. Now, this was a bundle in a previous publication. So it's on page 80, the stamp set and the dies. They are priced separately. Now, what I did with this one is I labeled each stamp. So we're going to be playing with number 7. So what I did is I went in and I figured out which one of these associated to one of these. And I labeled it with that number. So I labeled Hi Friend with number 7. And so that's the die. It makes it so much easier to find the die rather than pulling these all out and flipping them and trying to figure out which one it cuts out. So I love it. Sometimes my die, sometimes I cut these out, and then sometimes I actually stamp it on the die cut circle or whatever it is that I need it to be. But I love the option of actually having a die to cut it out because not everything has a die. All right. Then the paper is a lot of fun, and it is called, I'm looking at the cardboard piece, Otterly Adorable 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So I have shown in several of my Facebook Lives what I do. So because I cannot read this is the back page. So the cardboard faces this way towards me, and it tells you the name and then all the colors that coordinate with this. Well, I put all my pieces that I cut into, so anything in the front, it's a full sheet. Then anything in the back has been something that's been chopped down. Hi, Carolyn. I'm sorry I forgot to notify you. I just realized that as soon as I saw your name. So in here, it's Balmy Blue, Basic Gray, Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Gray Granite, Lemon Lime Twist, Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, and Pretty Peacock. And I forgot to show this to you yesterday at my stamp camp, so sorry about that. So the dies that go with this coordinate with some of the paper in here. So all the images of this guy floating on his back, he gets cut out. And then the baby otter, he gets cut out. And then the one that's kind of sliding down, that one gets cut out. So that's a lot on here on one page. Then, I should show you the back. So this is kind of a balmy blue. Kind of looks like a shaving cream technique. That's on the back side. And then this is the kelp or whatever they go on. And then this is more of a Lost Lagoon color. And then everything else is like a scenery. So the otters are, I mean, you could scrapbook page, you could scrapbook with this just once, or you could have, cut up in different areas and have different type of, but this is my favorite one. I mean, even though those otters are just adorable, I love the color of the rocks that are on this sheet. I might have to just get another packet just to have another set, so I don't run out. So this piece gets cut out with a die, and that's the back side. So that is, I would say, gray granite. And then you can use all these little guys. I mean, fussy cut. You can make little vignettes out of them. I mean, right here, this piece right here would be a cute card. This guy, these guys right here with the little fishy in his mouth. And I love the fact that they have pink paws. And then here's more the greenery with the fishes. They look like goldfish to me, like the crackers. And then this, again, another just little tiny vignettes that clusters of things that you could certainly use on this designer series paper. Then just a bunch of fishies. So isn't that just so much fun? I really hated cutting into my designer series paper today. Okay, then along with that, we have the Riverside Irregular Pearls. Now there's 3 different colors, and let's see what they look like in the, okay, we'll take them out. So this is kind of like a clear, like almost like a pearl. And then this is, they all have that pearl sheen to it, but if you kind of has a purple pinky kind of feel to it. And then this kind of has like a turquoise-ish, bluish, greenish. I'm sure it will take on the colors that you put it with. And the reason why I cut this snip off is because otherwise I only see the 2 here. So then now I see all the 3 colors. So, I mean, I guess I could flip it around like that and then see everything. I generally cut my embellishments off the side, and then now that the colors are no longer available and they don't put the name on the front, I'm doing it myself, I guess. So it's Riverside Irregular Pearls. Peel and stick. Be careful, do not touch the adhesive or it will lose some of its stickiness. Choking hazard, do not inhale or ingest. So darn it, I wanted to chew on those. Just kidding. And then this is called the Lost Lagoon Soft Cording. Now this cording is absolutely amazing. And I mean, it's really soft and it's very pliable. So we're going to be using that tonight. And if you just take your finger and just go like this, it straightens it out so it's not so wiggly. And then what I do is I put a little niche at the top right there, so that way I can always find my end, because it drives me nuts when I'm looking for an end and it comes off this way, and it doesn't work well. So we're going to be using some of that tonight. All right, so let's show you. Want to see the card? Right there. I need to take a drink. Mike made kielbasa for dinner, and it was very salty. So I'm very thirsty. So here is the card that we're going to be making tonight. And I am going to show you what you can do with some of it. All right. So let's get on with it. So here is what we're going to be playing with. We have a scrap piece of Pretty Peacock. I'm like, what color is this? All right. Why do I seem crooked? There, I seem better now. Okay, that's a scrap piece. This is a 1/2 inch this way scrap piece of the Designer Series paper. We're going to take this little guy and we're going to use the dies to cut them out. This piece is a basic white piece. That's a scrap piece. This piece is 4 1/4 by 2. This is a 4 by 2.5 piece of that Designer Series paper. This is the inside panel, and it is 5 by 3 3/4. This is a piece of Lost Lagoon. It is 3 1/2 by 2. And here is the half sheet of cardstock. It is 11 inches. And it was a nice time on the cruise, but it was so freaking windy. It was chilly, and there was not a lot of color. It was so windy that one of the captain guys that work went outside on the front of the boat to tell people to stay off the railing, and his hat blew off, and I went to go get it. And while bending down, the wind caught my hat, and it was a picture of a porcupine, and it said, I need a hug, and that flew off my head into the water and never found it again. So I was crabby after that happened. So that happened almost on the way back, but there was barely any colors. We probably saw maybe 15, 20 kind of reddish, maybe orange trees, and they were pretty much covered by all the pretty green ones that haven't changed color yet. But the food was pretty good. So it was a nice time. So we celebrated our 32nd anniversary, which is coming up on Thursday. So Mike surprised me with a trip down the St. Croix. It was nice. So again, this is Pretty Peacock, and this is 11 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at 5 1/2. And I'm going to leave that sit for just a few seconds. And just that way you can come back, pause it, because you are going to want to get this. I know you are. You know, because it's just too flipping cute. And let's see here. I think that is a good enough time. So we can come back in, take everything off, put the things together, stamp stuff. Okay, so let's see. The first thing that we're going to do is stamp our greeting, I would say. So I'm going to put this off to the side. This we're not going to really do anything with yet. Neither with that. We're going to die cut that. We're not going to do anything with that one or that one. And we're going to die cut with that, and we're going to stamp on this. So, I'm going to get my Stampin' Pearson mat. And now we're going to use Hi Friend from the Wonderful Thoughts. That's in the annual catalog. So this is available. Woo! I almost dropped that. Now, so you could purchase this in, if you wanted to, the stamp set and the dies, because it has really nice sayings in it. Okay, we're going to say Hi Friend in Calypso Coral. And then we're going to die cut that because it has a die cut. I mean, it has dies to cut it out, and I like that a lot. Okay, then we are going to use, there's a little niche in that one. Okay, so we're going to take that, and we're going to put our paper strip down, because it's going to show us where we need to put our greeting. So like that. I'm not going to put it down yet, and it's going to say, "You're utterly amazing." You can hardly hear me? Okay. Sherry, are you hearing me just fine? We're going to put that right there. Okay, so now that turned out really good. Okay, just fine. All right, so that means just Carolyn. Okay, so now I'm going to add adhesive to the back with my Stampin' Seal. And now I'm going to take this away and grab my silicone mat. Because anytime I have a small piece that I need to adhere, I like to have my silicone mat, because it allows me to have any type of adhesive stick to this, but then it doesn't stick to anything else. Okay. Stacy, welcome. Okay, so we're going to cut that off. And that is going to be the inside panel for the card. You're utterly amazing. So we're going to put that inside the card. And this is going to open up sideways. And I love Pretty Peacock. I mean, it's just a very nice, rich color. Okay, so now let's do something with this. I am going to take the Winkostella, and I'm going to squeeze quite a bit down into, woo, there we go. And I'm going to kind of paint Winkostella on this piece of cardstock. And then the Winkostella basically just washes off after it dries. Or I can get a baby wipe. That way I won't. Yes, this is utterly cute. You got that. So actually, I am going to do that. I'm going to grab a baby wipe to clean that up, just in case I accidentally set something down in there, and I do not wish to do that. Okay, so just clean that up. Because, I mean, I like glitter, you know, my Winkostella. However, And I'm going to stick that in here because it's still wet and I could still use it the rest of the night. So it stays, you know, it doesn't dry out as quick. Okay, so we are going to actually take this and flip this over. And we're going to put on it the adhesive sheets. So we're just going to trim this with my scissors. I mean, you can actually use a paper trimmer. This for me is just as easy. And it doesn't need to be the whole, it doesn't need to fill the whole thing. So here it has a piece that's easy to come off. So it's sticky, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to lay this down, okay? So this is going to make, it comes 6 by 12 and it comes with 12 sheets. And it makes anything a sticker. So if you have small pieces that you don't want to glue down, perfect. So I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to apply my sticker sheet. I'm going to peel this off. And I'm going to put that right up against that piece. That's a little big. Oh well. I'm going to cut that off. But I'm going to use my rubber scissors. So my rubber scissors are made for anything sticky. Now, these are something that we used to sell. I do not want my paper snips to get all gooky with adhesive. So that's the reason why my paper snips stay for paper. My rubber scissors stay for anything that has anything tacky. And then I have the ribbon scissors that Stampin' Up! Used to sell a long time ago. Okay, now, all right, getting a little warm here, so I'm going to take off my sweatshirt. Okay. So what we're going to end up doing with this is we're going to take this. These are fishies. And they individually cut them out. And these are 2 big fishies. And we're going to cut those out. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put my adhesive sheet back. That way I can find it later if I need it again. And I'm going to grab the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I shall be right back. Maybe we'll be able to get everything all on the same platform. Okay, so we have platform number 1. Everything you see comes with it. The Big Shot, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So this is the Big Boss. So it comes with number 1, and it comes with a number 2, and then I always flip it upside down because I exchange it. This is a cutting plate. Now I tend to keep my cutting plate number 3, and it gets cut. So you could see that it's well loved. And I flip it. I move it, I twist it so it's not all cut, and then I have a top plate. And yeah, I did warm up. How you doing, Stacy? Welcome, welcome. This is the top plate, and yeah, I'm having a hot flash, so I get to warm up as much as I want. My volcano is erupting. All right, so that is going there. This is going to go over here. Okay. Compare the carpet at the apartment is a little bit smaller shag, frisé, whereas the stuff at the house when I used to live there, dyes would hide in there, and so I had to look for things in my carpet, and I would have to literally take a magnet. So I just dropped this little fishy dye, and luckily it's big enough to see. The lighting in the apartment is not the best, because I have to have, I mean, when you walk into a room and you turn the light switch on, my light switch does not turn anything on. It is just weird. All right, so we're going to do Hi Friend. And we have this little tiny die. Thanks for sharing your bright lights from up north, Stacy. What are they called? Northern Lights. Those were so cool. I bet you the kids loved seeing that. Oh, darn it. And now I need to get a Post-it note, and I moved it. All right. Let's go back in. There's a comma there, and I need to make sure I see the comma. Otherwise, I will overdo it. All right, so these guys go in there, and I got one more piece. And this is the deckled rectangle, and it goes on the Lost Lagoon. Now, I am going to put one on there just because I don't want it to shift. And because this has a flat edge, you want to make sure that you put it in the rollers when it goes that way at an angle, so that it doesn't put that pressure on the rollers. As, let's see, I think I'm going to put that there in the center. Okay, I think I got it all. I hope nothing moves. Okay, so let's roll it, roll it, roll it. Sorry for the table shaking. So, Stacy, I celebrated 20 years at Imagine Friday. Long time. All right. All right, so it cuts out Hi Friend. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay, and then these are going to be stickers. So everything's on the back side, so we'll pick those out in just a few minutes. But now we have sparkly. We could use this as a, yeah, I know, they are lucky. Tammy is still there too. Yeah, they brought in donuts and cookies and pumpkin bread. And so I was extremely surprised that they even acknowledged me. So, yeah, that was kind of fun. And I put my arms around Tammy and I said, "Happy anniversary, 20 years of having me as your friend." She smiles. All right. So now, I am going to throw that away. I'm not going to use it really. Okay, where's my fishies? So I'm going to tape the people poker. And I am going to poke them out of the die. Yeah, we miss you too. I'll tell Tammy you said hi. The last Facebook Live Dave Zockert was on, and he said, I said, hi. He quit just a little while ago, and so he popped in on one of my videos, and he says, hi to Mike. All right. Fishy gone wild. All right. They kind of, because the adhesive on there, they don't release as easy as it would be if it was just paper. And here's the big fishies. But now we're making them stickers, so yeah, we have to peel that off the back side. But it's going to be fun. Yeah, fun, 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 fun. Okay, so now we have the front of the card kind of ready. So we're going to attach the otters. I'm going to get my silicone mat out again. Put my die back where it's supposed to go so it doesn't get lost. I put it on a magnet sheet. With this silicone mat, or with this glass mat, it came with this silicone mat, which I use to put my magnet sheet on so I could see it on my desk. And then I put my dies on the magnet sheet so that way once I'm done, say if I go to bed tonight after Facebook Live and I don't put this away, then I can find it in the morning. It's not stuck on the floor. The kitty cats basically stay off my table, but it's not a guarantee. All right. So, I mean, just how cute is that, right? Okay. So then now we're going to put the fishies over there because we're going to actually have to take, where's my stamp? There it is. And now this is, this sheet is paper, Pretty Peacock. So we're actually going to do Pretty Peacock ink. So it's going to be tone on tone. I'm going to move my Hi Friend over here so I don't lose it. I'm going to grab my silicone mat again. Or sorry, my Stampin' Pearson mat. And I'm going to stamp my fishies. These are schools of fish. And I'm going to flip my paper around because the fishies are just going to be dancing. There's no rhyme or reason where these fishies are going, and they are having a good time just swimming all around and doing twirls. And so no, yeah, ha ha, me patient. No, I am not patient, but let's see. I think it is more, the result is so cute that it's okay to do, right? So I'm going to clean that off because this is photopolymer. And I am trying not to allow the ink to stand on there so that it keeps it not as stained, is what I'm trying to do with that. Okay, so with this one here, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that up. So I'm going to put dimensionals on here. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, the People Poker. And this is a piece that, okay, so where are we going to go? We're probably going to go right there. Okay, so we're going to have just a couple pieces in the middle. We're going to tie that really beautiful ribbon. So I'm going to take my People Poker and I'm just going to slightly, whoa, stab the backings. Oh my goodness. Stab and grab those backings. And then all I do is just take that and just put that in the trash. So easy to do. Okay, so then, where's my lid? I'm going to put my lid back on my People Poker, and now I don't see it. Okay. There it is. I try to keep it in the same spot I'm just going to put them right there so that way I won't lose too many things. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take that really beautiful Lost Lagoon soft cording, and I'm going to put that underneath here between the two dimensionals. And we're going to leave a little space over here, just like that. And so now these guys, it's going to help me be able to make a really pretty bow. And this is very slippery. So I'm actually going to use a mini glue dot. And I'm going to take my people poker. I'm going to put my lid over there where my other lid is. And I'm going to use this to make, when I make my bow, I'm going to tie it in a knot. And so I'm going to use that to hold it down. So then that way I don't have to use somebody else's fingers to help me tie a bow. And runaway ribbon, no, don't do that. Okay. Okay, so now it's going to stay because my knot is tied down with that mini glue dot. And there we go. I'm just going to make this a little smaller because it doesn't need to be too big. All right, there we go. Perfect. So then I'm just going to cut that and cut that off, and then roll this back up, and then put that in its notch up at the top there so I don't lose it again, and put that back in the bag. Okay. My hands are patient. Okay, I get what you're saying now. I don't have to have patience, just my hands. Okay, you're so cute. Okay, so now we're getting to the point where we need to put these together. And so we're just going to label the, attach these little guys to the Designer Series paper. Now this is the one that is Lost Lagoon. The other one has a little bit more blue. So this one's more green, the other one's more blue. So I wanted this one. Now because this is raised up, we're going to put adhesive here, but we're going to put dimensionals on that side. So that way it's going to be raised. And we'll put a dimensional in the middle. And I got two of them right here. One for that side, one for that side. I'm just going to stab and grab those backings. And I just take all those and throw that in the trash. No fuss, no muss. No muss, no fuss. I think that's how it's said. Okay. So there is my otters. Whoops. Going to make this a little bit more straight. There we go. Better. Now, my hive friend, that is going to go on a mini dimensional. And I think we have enough space for a full one on here. Cool. So again, just stab and grab that backing. And I'm going to put that down in the corner. Okay. Now what about these little fishies? Okay, so the big fish, we're going to take off the backing on here. There we go. There's one fishy. And see, using the Wink of Stella on the cardstock right away, rather than coloring each piece, actually works better, because then you're not having to worry about your surrounding area. And let's strip off to utter fishy. Okay, so see the Wink of Stella on there from doing that on the cardstock? Let's see if that, there, that really does shine nicely. Okay, so then now I'm going to sit down for these little fishies, because I mean, these guys are really tiny. All right. And I do not have fingernails. There we go. There's one fish. And we're going to put him right there. So it's going to look like these fish are embossed, but they're not. They are sparkly fish. Oh, that one came off all by itself. I didn't even have to do anything. All right, I like that. Okay, flip over. I'm just taking off the backings. And then just do some little fishies. There's 2 different sizes in this school of fish. You know, I was doing this card and I was just sitting there, and I had designed some of this card last night. And when before Mike and I left for the boat tour, I stamped the original card with the fishes on it, and I'm like, I did not like that. And I'm like, now what can I do with that? And I was just thinking, and then Mike comes in and he's like, is something wrong, dear? And now the adhesive broke off of this. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of glue on it. And I'm like, no, I don't like it's how it's turning out. And he's like, well, it's cute. And I said, okay. As long as he, if somebody else liked it other than me, then I was happier with it. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, if he likes it, then it's not so bad. Well, then once I put these sparkly fish on it, it really, with the Wink of Stella, I liked it a lot. So I just, when you design something and you have it in your head and you get this idea and then you don't like it, you either A, got to scrap it, or B, start over again. And I did not want to start again. So I went with it. And so this actually turned out pretty doggone cute, I must say. Now we're almost done with the card, because once we take the fish off, we just have the embellishments to put on there, and that's it. One more fishy. And I tried, this piece here I tried so many different ideas and I wasn't liking it. And then once I put that paper on, I'm like going, yeah, that's what it needed. So, okay. Woohoo! Done with the fishies. Okay, I'm going to put my people poker back in its spot. Thank you, Rhonda. How you doing? Okay. So now we're going to take the Riverside Irregular Pearls, and we're going to put that on the card. And we're going to do a big one down here in the corner. Another big one. Come on. Right here in this corner. And then we're going to do a little one right up there. So we're creating a triangle. And we have the inside. We are going to do a little one as well. Right next to that. Laura, welcome. Carolyn's got something for you. Okay, so I'm going to put these back in and we'll go over the whole card. Now the product is not available to customers until November 5th. And yeah, Laura, Carolyn's got something for you. So thank you very much. This is using the new product that is available November 4th. And the stamp set is called Otterly Amazing. The designer series paper is, oh, I forgot the Wink of Stella on the greens. So the fishing, or the greens here. Yeah. So in order to get these products early, you can sign up, put this in your kit for $155 and only pay 99 bucks. So, yeah, yesterday, Laura, I had a stamp camp, and Carolyn is going to have some stuff for you. And so it says, hi, friend, you're utterly amazing. Now, who wants to win that? So all you have to do to win this card is to do a thumbs up or a heart. That gets your name entered into the drawing. If you leave a comment, all you have to do is say hi, and that gets your name entered into the drawing. And if you share this on your timeline, I read your comment and you got me out of my train of thought. So if you share this on your timeline, you get entered 2 times in the drawing. Now, the reason why is because, number one, I'm a little fish in a big pond of demos. And you would be utterly happy. Yeah, you're so cute. And so share this on your timeline. Number one, you might have a paper crafter that's on your timeline that hasn't touched their stuff in a long time. And somebody who receives a card generally brings a smile to their face. And so I want to help spread that. So thank you very much for hanging out with me on a Sunday evening. So I hopefully will be back on Thursday with a new card. Actually, we'll see what Thursday's going to bring. So I want to say thank you again for hanging out with me on a Sunday evening. I hope you have a great week.